Hey Cap, what's up? Welcome to you guys' reading. I've pre-shuffled because I think it's a little bit loud um, on the microphone when I shuffle it on the table. So I'm just going to get into it. I was doing Celtic crosses. I'm not really feeling that. I'm just going to pull cards, see where it goes. I think I like that style a lot better. Okay, so Cap, coming out. Coming up first thing, you got two major arcanas. You have the World and the Chariot. Wow, you're stepping through, you guys are stepping through some kind of a massive change where there's a lot of judgment involved. There's a lot of intentionality with decision making. And this is you moving forward in kind of this vibe of like for better or for worse. It's almost like I can't possibly get rid of all the bad. I can't possibly address every fear. I can't possibly like make the road forward, perfect, but I can make it happen. So there is a sense of moving forward into that. And I feel like this is a long time coming for some of you guys. Maybe this has kind of been like 3 years in the making or something, where you're finally completed something, or you've come to a judgment, or you've come to some kind of like internal decision about something, and now this is you moving forward with it. You might also feel like you're starting as like a novice, or like you're starting out, you don't know everything, but for whatever reason you seem to be okay with that. Whereas to get to this leg of the journey, you almost maybe shied away from that. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? Where sorry, I feel like I'm saying it a bit confusing. So yeah, the Hermit, thank you. Where you just probably ended up overthinking a lot of things, and now it seems like you're more just like doing it. Yeah, trying to see, this is the Devil is Capricorn's card, but I feel like what was happening before is that you were just more aware. You're like probably in a heavy shadow period, or things were being revealed to you regarding your shadow, and there was something kind of frustrating about that, chaotic about it, quick, and almost like where you kept trying to take back the reins, take back control, and you worked through something. It almost feels like a personal, like a fight with yourself. I don't know how else to explain that, but that's how I'm seeing it, is like you went back and forth with yourself about kind of revealing something, or like trying to let go of control, and then noticing the areas where you just really cling on to it. And now this is you kind of being like, oh, I have the energy that sustains me through long periods that require endurance, through long-term situations, through situations that require strong commitment. And it's like you're seeing all these values come out in you where you have those things, you're learning to apply them to the right things, and you're no longer kind of picking yourself apart about what isn't great. You're just applying the strengths to areas of your life that deserve it. And you're not letting whatever you've identified as weaknesses stop you from moving forward, I do actually feel a slight desire to, yeah, I feel a slight desire to pull an oracle, so let's do that. It's really subtle though. I wonder if that's how your cues have been, is like where it's not like a strong burning desire. Maybe if you're on the cusp of Sagittarius, it can be for certain things, maybe specifically family life or career, but it's almost like these other things that just require your passion to be there. Maybe creative hobbies, like your joy, your newness, your seeking better, allowing yourself to live in better. Maybe those have been more subtle cues for you. And you have to like really slow down and quiet the mind to really listen to them. Back on task, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. Some of you guys might actually be, some of you guys might actually be in a bit of like workaholic mode, or leaning like, you know, kind of obsessing about one thing and forgetting about others. So what's interesting is this card saying back on task, be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. Review your goals, your schedule, project you are working on. They need some attention, just to have, to be what they want to be in your life, what you want them to be in your life. They need some attention. But then this says total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy and you may find what your life has been lacking. So it almost seems like there's something that you've been putting a lot of your energy. Oh, I get it. There's something that you've been putting a lot of your energy into, and it's not the burning desire thing. It's the more subtle thing that you want. And it's a slow burn, and it's okay that it's a slow burn. Maybe that's a relationship, maybe that's a job, maybe that's other things. And then there's some kind of a project. Maybe this is working out. Maybe this is starting a career. Maybe this is, you know, turning a hobby or craft into a business. There's something that you feel really strongly you want to do, stronger than the other things that you've maybe been putting your time into. And so I think it's just like kind of saying, you know, you're kind of like jumping out the gate, and that's good. You're going, movement's good. You don't need to stop or slow down. Just kind of adjust your sails according to your desires. Like there's certain things, and not your short-term desires, your long-term desires. Like maybe you want to get good at working out, but you don't want to wake up. Or maybe you want to put a lot of energy into work, but a relationship is taking a lot of time. Maybe you want to plan a family, and that's what all you want to do, but your work takes your time and energy. And by the time you get home, that's not what's on your mind. It's just saying, like, think about what you want, Cap, in this life and realign to that. And I think that the universe will support you in that. It'll show you what you're showing it. So when you give your energy, you're kind of saying, I'm okay giving my energy here, this much of my energy. And I think something's coming in to say, actually, are you? And do you want something different than what you think is expected of you? Because I think that you do, but you're there's a default mode of service or something like that, where you're trying to do stuff that maybe benefits other people more than brings a life goal or a long-term vision into play for you. You have the King of Cups here. You have very like high cards. A strong court card, major arcana, like even kind of in the 30s. Your cards are not the early parts of this deck. They're kind of like seasoned. So maybe this is something you're revisiting. Maybe this is something you've tried before and now you're trying to get it to stick. Or now you see a way through it. You see some desires are coming up, bubbling up to the surface to let you know you're actually more invested in this thing than you realized. Maybe that's what it is. The King of Cups here. Tell me why the King of Cups is here. Because I don't really know if this is you or another person. I feel like it's you, because I feel like if it was a court card, if it was another court card, it would have been talking about people in your life. For me, this is saying that the King of Cups is you. So maybe this is you trying to nurture. The King of Cups is just someone who nurtures their family, is very protective, is very provisional. It's also very loving and emotionally in tune with the people in their environment, with the people that they love and care about and are trying to be responsible for. It does look like you're in a bit of some strong emotional currents right now, but that you're maintaining or you're managing through them. I almost feel like what it's trying to tell me is that that's what you're trying to balance alongside this other thing that you're going through. Is that like there is some sense of a family or a group that you are tight knit in, you're well connected to, and you're very invested in them. You have a lot of emotional, connection to them. You have a strong desire to support and encourage and uplift and love them. But maybe, and maybe that is what ends up driving you to put energy towards your kind of like personal desire. But it almost looks like that could be the challenge to balance those things, is that if you find yourself really connected to the people around you, but kind of in emotional turbulence because you've spent so much time there, kind of forgetting that there's this other thing that you like to do, that you want, that you truly desire in this life. Maybe it's just saying like there's two things competing for your time and your energy right now. And it's just up to you to kind of like set the parameters, make sure you are spending time in both of those worlds. And maybe there's something about you that is learning to do that well, is that to be a good father, mother, lover, a supportive friend, a supportive family member, a caring and compassionate person, a mindful person. It's almost like maybe it feels a bit like you have to always be in that energy. And if you switch into work mode or self mode or whatever, that you're now out of that energy. But I just feel the need to say you doing your own thing is what refuels you to go back into those environments and be who you choose to be there. It's a part of your recharge and rest from that long-term commitment or within that long-term commitment. And it is very sustaining to incorporate periods of rest in smaller areas of your life than just sitting down for the day, or like, it's almost like certain areas of your life might require rest when others require your drive. So I don't really know what else to say about that, but that's what I'm seeing for you. I feel like this is kind of a short reading. Like, it kind of feels done. Like I kind of just want to end it there, and I feel weird doing that, but maybe that's what I should do. The Moon, and then the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's just reiterating that right now you could be in a space where the connection to people is somewhat draining right now. You just need some time alone. You need to figure out how to just make that happen for yourself. And I know that can be a very sensitive thing to tell someone, especially if you're a new mom, or you have a special needs kid, or you have special needs, or you have a health condition, or maybe you don't have the resources, the finances, whatever it is, to be able to do execute something in the way that you see fit to do that. I think that this is just trying to say, like, it's not trying to be insensitive to all of those barriers and obstacles through life. It's just also not trying to be insensitive to the goals that you want to achieve within this life, and the remembrance that it's possible for you to achieve that. It just doesn't want to sacrifice that part of you, but it's not intended to hurt the other parts of you. So I hope that that message translates clearly. So that's where I'm going to leave your reading, Cap. Thank you so much for being here. If you would like to go check out your other signs, feel free to do that. And I will see you in another video. Bye, guys.